All right. Look at this. I got my tree. And it actually moves too. I'll have to plug that in a minute. Happy Halloween, everybody. A little early because next week will be what's next Saturday, like the 2nd of November or something. So this is I guess it's our Halloween show, right? I might have to get a haircut. Checking in early to avoid the late fee. Good job. Nobody can afford the late fees. Great. And you need a seat up front on Blue Moon. Hi, Sherry. A bunch of early birds. Oz in retirement. How are you? Plain Fun 42. Nebraska. Oh, what a nice night. Boy, a little bit chilly tonight, but not bad. Not too bad. Sue Dishop. That's not a Christmas tree, Kristen. That's a Halloween tree. Hey, check this out. Let me plug this in. You should see what this thing can do. I'll plug it in here. Watch this, huh? This thing can do tricks. Hi, Richard. Look at that. It moves. Hi, Amy. Hey, Dan, Eric. York, PA, David. Susan B. Diane. That's a cool tree. I got it from Sam's Club years ago. It's really cool. I'll put it after tonight. I'll take it inside and put it inside. The only thing is the way it separates. So sometimes the top falls off. So I have to be mindful of that. Just a Saturday night. Yeah, everything's going good today. Sunny Florida, Barbara, huh? Must be nice. Yeah, we had some sun today, but it was just cool. We're only in the mid 50s. So, I mean, that's seasonal weather for Cleveland. Not complaining at all. It's not too bad at all. Yeah, Lynn, I got that from Sam's Club years and years ago. I saw it one year, and that was the last time they sold it. And the ornaments, it didn't come with ornaments. So we bought, my wife bought the spiders and the pumpkins. We got some other ornaments too, but yeah, it's pretty cool. So happy Halloween to all. It's actually poking me on the side. Fort Lauderdale, Pirate Wench. How you doing? You like the tree? You have a Halloween tree? Cool. I wish you could put it on here. We could see it. Where's Private Billy? Oh, Captain Billy. There he is. Okay. Hi, Sean. Guernsey. Theo. Hey. Nice of you to be here, Theo. That's not a Christmas tree, Theo. It's a Halloween tree. Trick or treat, the FTM. See, it's poking me in the shoulder now. Hey, Captain Billy. Happy Saturday. Home Depot has all their Christmas decorations out in full force. Yeah, I've been there, and they do. I got to turn this off. This thing is poking me. We'll just leave the lights go on. I don't want it to keep banging me. Oh, I should have put it in position, but that's all right. Yeah, that sign, Dan and Amy. Somebody sent me this. And I think someone on here emailed me the other day and said that I should use that on my T-shirts and coffee mugs, maybe, huh? I wonder. I'm working with a couple people. One guy in particular, I'm working with him to see if we can get something going before Christmas here. So I'm working on it. Let's see what happens. 80 degrees in Philly on Halloween. Really? We're drying out from a typhoon here in the Philippines. Bet you didn't even hear about it. Nope, I certainly didn't. Resilience wins the day. Yeah, I did not hear about it. I watch the Weather Channel often, and I mean, they love their hurricanes. They just love to talk about hurricanes, but I didn't hear anything about the Philippines. 72 degrees in San Diego. Sterling Court. You still have the door up. Pretty soon we'll be able to see your breath. Yeah, you probably will. Actually, it's going to get back up to the 70s, maybe 75. And Mrs. Buzz is waving to me. Maybe 75 next week. So that'll be nice. Vicky West, you are here. Hey, Trey, how you doing? Halloween tree supposed to be a skull totem pole. That's right, from Goulardi. When Joe came up from New York, or down from New York, I should say, we met in my city here, our next neighboring city, and they had a antique store that we just were walking through the town after we had lunch, and they had a lot of Goulardi and Houlihan Big Chuck and Gould merchandise. And so I picked up a cup. But yeah, I was surprised. But yeah, it's still pretty big in Cleveland. Calgary, 85. 85 in California, huh? That's nice. Sterling, Connecticut. I'm from Stratford originally. You're making a bonfire. Yeah, that's a perfect time to make the bonfire. Captain Billy, yeah, you're in the garage tonight, Brian, huh? No football tonight, huh? Oh no, you had to go somewhere last time. I can't remember. Um, but yeah, in my area, because the houses are a little bit further apart. They're not like in a cul-de-sac. I should say where they're uh, more dense neighborhoods. We don't get any trick or treaters, and I've had my tree out front. I built a bonfire right in the driveway, in the little pit, and had a table out with all kinds of great candy, big bars like this, and I got nobody, so I had to eat the candy and take it to work. Katie, I did. I barbecued today. I had some small steaks and did that with some corn, and decided we'd eat early, and I still have some chili. So when I get back in, we'll finish up some chili and see how it goes. It was kind of weird because yesterday it was the first time, and I don't know how long I had this. I haven't had ice cream in a long time. I mean, in a long time. And I asked Mrs. Buzz, I said, what time's Giant Eagle close? And she checked it, it's 10 o'clock. And I said, it's like 8:30 or something. I ran up and got some ice cream, a couple different. Giant Eagle had it for $3.79. Well, it's not a half gallon. It's a little bit smaller than that. But so I had to and I didn't even eat it because I got some little cookies too. My sweet tooth is going to do me in someday. Nope, not Christmas decorations. Nope, Larry. You're heading to Florida tomorrow, just till Tuesday. Okay. Hey, Vaughn. I miss anybody here? Nobody comes to our cul-de-sac for trick or treat. I wonder why. Well, Captain Billy, it's not good for me. It's good for my dentist, but not for me to eat all the candy. 76 near Cape Canaveral. Agendas. No, I don't. I don't spend the money. Now in retirement, I find myself becoming very, very frugal. Um, I don't know if you guys do too, but I just, they have an ice cream it's $17 for a half gallon. I don't even know. I forgot the name of it. So $17 for a half gallon? I don't think so. But again, $3.79. That's not a bad price. Usually it's like 427, 450, 499 around us. Mint chocolate chip. No, Brian. I got to have regular chocolate chip. You hardly ever find it either. You're going to swing by and pick up the peanut butter Snickers. I didn't buy any candy this year. No, because now that I don't work, so I used to take it to work. So last year and this year, I haven't bought any. Hot dogs on the grill is my favorite, especially when they're nice and charred. Yeah, that's good. No, that's actually pretty good. And we do turkey dogs, turkey bacon, turkey dogs. Of course, I can handle a turkey dog, but the turkey bacon, I don't know. It's pretty rough. Were you a Paul Revere and Raiders fan? Yeah. What was your radio in high school in Cleveland? Well, they had WMMS, which broke Bruce Springsteen, Michael Stanley, um, a whole bunch of artists. They would play them. Todd Rundgren. Um, so WMMS was one of the premier stations in the '70s with Jeff Kinsbach and Ed Flash Ference. Um, And then on another channel was WGCL 98.5, M105 was album rock. So it was pretty good. Cleveland was a good in the 70s, was a really good town to listen to music. I mean, it was super. But Paul Revere and the Raiders is pretty good. Prices for groceries are through the roof in Connecticut. And I can imagine it's tough that way everywhere. On your way to that free giant eagle turkey. Where did I get our turkey last year? I think there's a store called Mark's. I think I just got a butterball. I got 12 pounder or 10 pounder, 12, 13 maybe. Actually, did we cook two last year? We might have cooked one in the oven and one in the pit barrel. And then all the leftovers we gave to my daughter. I think that was last year or the year before. Hi, Peace. How are you? Damn cars. I discovered the joy of a pressure cooker. Magically transformed shoe leather into something soft as butter. Pressure cooker, okay. Is that the same thing as an instant pot, basically? I guess, right? Nope, give me real red meat, real gluten stuff, real dairy. Yeah, well, that's good to have, but it's not good for you, I don't think. But then again, I eat a lot of butter. And when I went to the doctor, last month or something, they took my cholesterol and I was still good. So 64, almost 65, I eat the crap out of butter and drink coffee. You remember, just like all the stuff was, you can't eat butter, you can't drink coffee, you can't do this, you can't do that. I finally gave up on that and said, you know what? I'm just going to do me. And so far it's been working. Costco had a great deal, $20 for a large bag bought from church. Yeah, I did. I went right past it. WS broke Bill Bowie. Okay. By the time my fat fingers type of response to around three more subjects. Hey, think about me trying to keep up here. That's why I'm talking so fast, right? I'm trying to keep up. What do you serve for Thanksgiving? I just basically turkey and, basically the gluten-free stuffing, yams, cranberry sauce. So, yeah, we go turkey. We don't go ham. I know some people go ham for Thanksgiving, but we go turkey. Myers does a deal. There's a lot of people that has good deals, but the trick is to get a decent type turkey. And I don't know, but I think there's better turkeys. There's good ones, and then there's not so good ones. So I think we have luck with Butterball, but there's other ones out there. But, if you just have a name brand one, I don't know where they get it from, so I'm not sure. Yes, I barbecue all year round. Absolutely. Absolutely. Mary, it's not a Christmas tree. It's a Halloween tree. What does Mrs. Buzz think of the YouTube channel, and what kind of hobbies does she enjoy? She just lets me do my thing. She doesn't really want to get involved in it much. she's curious as to what people comment and what they say, and sometimes she offers me advice on different things. So she's helpful in that regard. Her hobbies is, she's written a book, hasn't been published, but she wrote a book and kind of a diary supposedly, and then she collects a lot of different recipes from different recipe places, and so she's kind of a collector in that regard. Um, so she can pull out all kinds of recipes for anything. Now with the internet, you can just click on there and get it, but with so much clickbait and everything else, and then it's nice that she can just separate her stuff. So if she's got to get something, boom, 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 there it is, and doesn't have to surf for hours looking for something. So it kind of works out good. Half gallon of ice cream at Aldi's in Fort Lauderdale, $2.79. Look, that's a good deal. That's a real good deal. WKRP turkeys were the best. Yeah, they were dropped from what, 6,000 feet? I like to watch a lot of culinary tutorials, and in France, the three main ingredients are butter, butter, and butter, right? It does help. No eggs, yada yada, only live one life. Too short for egg white omelets. Yeah, I don't get into that. I I do the eggs, I do the butter. Um, Mrs. Buzz doesn't really like us eating a lot of meat, so we try to limit that. So at Costco, I bought these little steaks, and then I bought a pork loin. I think there's 2 pork loins, and then probably Tuesday or Wednesday I'll smoke or barbecue those. Wild turkeys can fly. Okay. Buckeye and Billy, love that show. Leftovers are the best. Wrote a book, great achievement. Yeah, she basically her life story kind of a thing. You know how you just take your diary kind of a thing, and you start writing some stuff, and then it cascades, and then it's chapter after chapter, and she did it to bring back some memories, and she also did it in case at the time we had the 2 girls, in case they wanted to read it later on, and or any family members. But that was quite a few years back she did that. Helen, can't imagine. How you doing? You thought turkeys could yeah, that was a good show. Oh, Captain Billy, that's not good. Boom, 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 like that. Happy memories. Wild turkeys can't fly. I finished making my 48 Christmas cards. All right. Hey, I'll tell you a story real quick. I'll tell you a story. So, the guy that sent me this sign, and I'll keep him nameless for now until he wants to owe up to it. I have a PO box, and he sent it to me at the PO box. And I told one person on here about this story, but the PO box, I got a notification saying that it wasn't deliverable because he had sent me the tracking number and all that. And I use what's called informed delivery. The Postal Service, you can sign up for informed delivery, and it actually scans all the mail you're going to get that day, so you can see your bills coming in. And anyway, so this thing got rejected for some reason. So I called the post office, and they said, yeah, it's not here. It got sent back. And I said, why? And they said, well, we don't know. So the next day or a couple days later, I had something else came into the post office box. So I went up there, and it was too big for the post office box. So they give you a little card, and the card says, go to the front desk. So I go to the front desk, and I said, hey, I got to pick this up. And they gave it to me. And I said, hey, whatever happened? Why did this thing get deleted or sent back? And I showed her the tracking number, and I showed her the envelope and the address. The PO box was perfect. And I said, what happened? And she goes, hold on a minute. And she goes in the back, and there it is. So she said, lucky for you, their machine that they send back stuff was broken. It just reminded me of the McDonald's shake machine that's always broken, right? So I think, well, that's good. And she says, yeah, well, it says Buzz's retirement garage. That's why you didn't get it. And I said, you see this envelope you just handed me like 5 minutes before you looked for that one? It says the same thing, and I got that. So what are you saying? So she goes to the P.O. box, and the P.O. box says Joe's Landscaping Service on it. And she's the one that set it up. We're small town over here, and she was the same exact lady that set it up. So she never changed it. So most of the people just saw the P.O. box and were putting stuff in there. I think she saw it and thought, well, hey, it's not Joe's Landscaping Service, so I'm going to send it back instead of just throwing it in the box and let me deal with it. So anyway, it got taken care of, and it was a good thing that it worked out. So if they printed your diary, you'd be in jail. I bet you would. The look of that sign would be a very cool mug. I'm thinking about that. Someone here on this chat had mentioned that to me in an email. So I'm going to send that to the guy that I'm working with. I was hoping he'd be on here tonight. And let's see if we can do something, because it's getting late. It's already November. We're going into November soon. So if I don't get stuff ordered, it won't be ready. You have informed delivery, but it isn't accurate. Really? 280 zone? That's funny. Brussels sprout cotton, half Evo, salt, pepper, and the other side of the pan, diced apples coated with cinnamon and maple syrup. Boy, that sounds good too. I want to start a diary and thoughts for my granddaughter to read when she gets older. Yeah, I've been keeping since I think January. I got a little folder. It has the little calendar book, and I just write like the highlights of the day, maybe the temperature, what I got accomplished. And I'll put down, I'll jot down stuff like I want to do this, I want to do that, and I'll just throw that in there. And then I do a weekly update on my finances, so I could track every week. And some people say not to do that, but I like to track every week to see where I'm at. So I'll look at all my, all the accounts, and I just write down the account and the dollar value. And it's in case something happens to me, she can see where everything's at, and we can see it at a glance. So I kind of like that, instead of having to go through every single account and try to figure it out. I have a running account going. Reality TV ruined TV. Jan Smithers, watched your video on Jim Donovan. May he rest in peace. Yeah, that just I knew he was sick, but it's still, when you hear about somebody's death, it just floors you. And that one just kind of took my breath away for a second. I was just flabbergasted by it. Just it's just so unfair. What was he? What did I say he was? 67, I think I said. 68, 67. No, I did not. Plain Fun 42. I did not figure out who sent the pumpkin spice Cheerios. Is anybody gonna tell me? 76 was the coolest year ever to exist. Yeah, that was my junior year. Wait a minute. No, that was my sophomore year of high school. So 77 was my junior year, and then 78 was my senior year. When I played it up, that's where I mix them. Do you remember the Dead Boys? Sonic Reducer from Cleveland started punk. No, I don't. Don't know that. Will the mug be microwavable? Yeah, I would think so. Yeah. I'm not going to get some. I don't want to get some cheap junk. I want to get something that's dishwasher safe and microwavable. Something decent. I don't want to get this, little junky ones. Form delivery is hit and miss. Okay. I've had so don't rely on it. No, I don't. I just look at it. 280 zone. I'm only looking at it because instead of going to the post office every day, because my post office boxes, the only people that know about it is this channel, really. And it's not like I get something every day. I might get something once every couple of weeks or something. So it's just nice for them to notify me, so I don't have to run to the post office every day. Informed delivery keeps me from buying stuff online because my wife knows what's coming. She gets to see the bills, huh? I would probably delete that. Like the idea of a weekly budget at a glance. Still use a checkbook, would be lost without it. Yeah, it just works for me because I keep trying to increase it. And with the stock market, I think I did a video a while back. I have one stock that it was a flyer, and a real flyer. It was like it's a warrant for electric vehicles, charging stations. It's called EVgo W. There's EVgo and EVgo W, and they got a $1 billion loan from the government a couple of weeks ago, and it went from 22 cents. I was actually buying some at 14 cents, 22 cents, and I think it jumped up to $1.80 or something like that. So you talk about an increase in cash, boy. Yeah, hit the like button if you can. I've had a diary since I was 11, and I'm 70 now. Helen, put that in a manuscript or write a book about it. There, maybe you can get that published. Who knows? Ready for the World. Look up Ain't It Fun book on Google. Cleveland punk rock history. Yeah, I'm just not a big fan of punk rock, actually. I use voice recognition, and I meant to say cut the Brussels sprouts in half. Okay. Regarding the cereal, I bet a neighbor or at least someone in your town listens to your videos, but that is so weird. And yeah, no, I don't think it's anybody from around here. Um, I just don't. But I don't know why you would send it and then not say you sent it. I don't know. That's just kind of weird. And I tried calling Target because it came from Target from a delivery service because we have a security cam and it wasn't anybody I know. It was a delivery service. And I called Target to say, hey, maybe you sent it to me by mistake. Maybe it's not mine. That happens all the time around this town. And of course, they couldn't tell me, well, what's your order number? No, you don't get it. I didn't order it. Somebody sent it to me. Can't you look it up by my address to see who sent it to me? No, can't do that. All right, have a nice day. Randy in Kentucky, how are you? Frankenberry's $2. Don't eat that Frankenberry, Captain Billy. That's bad. Half the stuff that they sell you now between these drinks and these sugary cereals, and it's just all crap. Don't eat that stuff, man. You got to eat whole foods, wholesome foods, good fruits and vegetables. Um, Man, you just gotta stay away from all that junk. Who told me that? Somebody on here said if it has more than 10, 5 or 10 ingredients, and if you pick something up and it's got like 40 ingredients, don't eat it. That's my public service announcement for today. Google hears all. Gift from General Mills. Yeah, maybe. Who knows? Fall is a beautiful time of the year. I've been so delighted by the tree colors this time of year. Maples have been, yeah, they've been really nice this year. And unfortunately for us, no, I didn't eat the cereal yet. But unfortunately for us, we got some wind yesterday and a lot of the leaves are coming down. That's usually the problem. You get that beautiful look on the leaves, and then all of a sudden you'll get some big winds, and then everything will be off the trees. And usually that's accompanied by rain, but we haven't had rain in a while, so that's kind of nice. It was a random act of kindness, but I just would like to know who the author was, especially since it came to my home address. So, not that it's impossible to find out where I live. I mean, not with the internet these days, but just kind of still kind of spooky. Blueberry is the best. Oh God. Mary, no, I got some steaks, some small steaks from Costco, and I put those on the grill here. The smoker it also is a grill, and we had some corn, and I had some chili left over from yesterday, so I'm gonna finish that off. I ate the steak and the corn, but I'm gonna have the chili when I go back in. I'm gonna live to be 100, huh? Okay. I agree on processed foods. If you want to cook, you bake them yourself. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a fanatic about it, but I think you're better off to try to limit it when you can, if you can. In your dreams, North Carolina, thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. You're kind to have that view. I'd be weirded out to think someone on the chat would know where I live. Yeah, I mean, there's been a few people that know where I live for various reasons. I should make that sign a little bit, put it on the other side maybe. But hey, I don't want to. I just don't want to put it out, because you never know about people. I might get somebody mad at me or something one day, and they come driving down the street and egg my house, right, Captain Billy? I mean, someone might do that. John, you send a lot of things to your family and friends probably know. Kelly, yeah, it wasn't you. Yeah. I like eating whole foods. I agree. Vicky, good point. Made my first loaf of bread from North Carolina. Scratch this season. It was delicious. I have a bread maker too, and I haven't tried it. I haven't tried using the bread maker, and I probably need to do that. But again, she's gluten free, so I'm trying to figure out without buying another one. So I'm gonna turn this around a little bit. It was sticking me in the side here. Okay, we got so eggs is good eating. Wouldn't waste them throwing them out the window. After a number of months doing retirement videos, are you concerned about finding new topics? Not really. I mean, a lot of times they come to me. And if you look at a lot of the retirement channels, a lot of stuff gets redone, but just in a different way, in from their experience. So I think there may be a broad subject, but you're personalizing it to how it matches your lifestyle, the way you do things, and your view on it. So, and that's going to be different all the time. So, I don't think it's a real problem. But that's a good question, Larry. What about almond flour for your wife? I think we have some type of different flours that are gluten free. I don't know all the names of them. Do you tinker in your garage making projects? Just here and there doing some different things. Like I took my uh, we had the clam bake, and my father-in-law had given me this stainless steel barrel, but they used regular nuts and bolts on it and a spout. So I just got done changing all that into stainless steel hardware so it wouldn't rust. Um, just little tiny little things here and there. It's not a Christmas tree; it's a Halloween tree. I agree with the list of ingredients. If you don't recognize the ingredients and there are more than 3 or 4, don't eat it. Yeah, I mean, there's just so much stuff. You know what really gets me is when you can't even pronounce it. It's like, what is that? And usually it's not good. Anyone else from North Carolina? How are you faring with the aftermath of the tornado or hurricane, I should say? Yeah, that's a tough one. King Arthur flour is the best. Okay. I believe they have gluten-free flour. Yes, they do. There's many types of gluten-free. 97 in Mesa, Arizona. Man, at this time of year. Going to go steelhead fishing next week. Don't know what I'm doing. Starting at Emerald Necklace Marina and going to drive south. Okay. Well, usually the guys are out there. Now the river's kind of low, so you're going to have to find the deep pools. Matter of fact, I was going to show you guys. I just grabbed a couple pictures. I thought maybe I would show you guys a couple pictures, and I think I had that one. Age of Steam Roundhouse and Sugar Creek. If you like steam locomotives, an incredible tour. I never heard of that one. Let's see. I'll look under collections. Let me see if I have this somewhere. And under favorites. Yeah, I was just going to show you a couple pictures. So, Vaughn, here's a steelhead that I was fishing and I was on the ice. Let me see if you can see that. I was on the ice. Let me try to tilt this. So it's laying on the ice next to my rod. That was a few years back. I had to break the ice on the sides to fish, but that's how crazy I am. Not everyone should give a topic. Nice way to start baking. Keep it simple. Repairs rule. We were just talking about you. So here's what I was thinking. A couple people have said that this sign that I got, and I know the person who sent me this is on here right now. So if you want to say it was you, I won't say it. You say it. But repair rules. What do you think about taking this or part of this and putting that on the t-shirts and mugs and hats, something like that, and then something like a YouTube logo somewhere, maybe? I don't know. What do you think? Repair Rules has a channel, and he's been helping me trying to figure out the best way to do this. Yeah, we have Captain Billy is awesome. That's the thing today, huh? Okay, Kelly, he just mentioned it. So Kelly, if you remember Kelly, some months back, first of all, Kelly sent me this, and this whole USPS saga is me and him going back and forth because we thought this thing was lost. So Kelly was also the one that sent us the list of apps for the TV. So if you got an email from, he was also the one that emailed that to me some months ago about all the different apps you can get from the TV to replace your cable TV. That was a really nice thing. Yeah, I know that whole thing, Vicky, was I was just playing around with it because I was looking at, it was called Amsterdam Printing or something, and I was playing around with their logos that they had because I don't have any art for myself. And this is where Repair Rules is trying to help me out. He's pretty good at this stuff, so um, I'm trying to. It looks great. You have to change it up slightly for trademark and copyright. Okay, well, see, that's the stuff I don't know about. So, yeah, I'll be calling you. Maybe before the Browns game tomorrow, I'll give you a call. Yeah, Cindy, that's a nice sign. Yeah, it's maybe something like that. We'll have a couple different things. Hey, it's already 38 minutes in, so why don't we do a 0 to 100? Let's do a $25 gift card, okay? For our Halloween show, right? So 0 to 100, and let's throw some numbers out there. And hopefully somebody's going to come away with a $25 gift card from Amazon. And they are coming fast and furious. Terrence, I can't see what that is. I don't know. I don't know, Mary. I don't know. From the TV, I can't find a way to do the comments on the TV myself. You're going to have to use your phone, or you're going to have to use a computer or an iPad or some type of thing. What is that number, Terrence? Is that a 36? That's a weird 3. Haven't seen it yet, so keep bringing it. Keep bringing it. There's a couple people got close. I expect to see it pretty soon. 0 to 100. I think I'm keeping up with this. I'm hoping. Hey, there it is. Randy in Kentucky. How do you do this? Randy in Kentucky. How do you do this? 42. We got the number 42. We got the number 42. Randy in Kentucky. So that is our first of two that we're going to do today. Randy in Kentucky. Okay, I got that written down. Now check me out. Make sure there was no other 42s. I don't think there was, but let me go back up here and see. There was a couple 44s, like Blue Moon had 44. There was somebody else out of 44. There was a Kurt the Squirt at a 43. Kathy D had a 44. Gracie had a 44. So I don't think I missed anything. Lila had a 43. And where did I see that one? Yep, Randy. Looks like Randy got it. Hey, Captain Billy, maybe you can ask him to send it to you, you know. Thank you, 280 Zone. I just looked too. Yeah, thank you, Brian. Make sure you put a couple of bees and they're buzzing around. I don't know. I haven't decided yet how to do that. Maybe we'll just come up with a couple different things. I'm not sure how we'll do that. So I don't know if you guys saw that fish. Vaughn, did you see that fish? That's a good size. That looked like a fresh one. Last day of work is 11/4. Wow. I'm going to give it a shot at retirement. Great. Excellent. It's just next week, right? Oh man, that's great. Somebody else, who was that? I just read a comment on the last live. Someone is not going to be working their extra job starting, I think this is their last Saturday. Their last Saturday, and then they're letting that job go because they're taking their pension and they don't want the job to interfere or something. I can't remember who that was. They're probably working right now, so we'll have to catch up with them. How cold was it that day when you caught the fish? Probably in the 30s. Only fish I like are 2 inches, red, chewy, and called Swedish fish. Oh, yeah. I wonder if you're the same Vicky West I know. Do you cook squash blossoms? Well, that's an introduction. Huh? Let me see. Hey, you want to see? You want to see how I grew up? I grew up in a single wide. There's me, the dark hair, and that's my mom and my 2 brothers, and we were in a single wide trailer. So that's how I grew up. Yeah, ring the retirement bell for Vaughn. Absolutely. Here's another one. I thought I'd throw some pictures. Here's us at the Cleveland Zoo at Monkey Island. That's me, the monkey, the taller monkey right there, with my brother and the 2 brothers there. And that's old Monkey Island. That you can see the monkeys back there. And look at the matching shirts, huh? Working for the city water department, 25 years. I'm 49 and have a way to go. Pension here is good. Thanks for the videos. Cartoon Mark, thank you for being here. I've seen a couple. I've seen some of your work on your channel. Anybody gets a chance, check out Cartoon Mark. He's got an interesting channel too. Lynn Evans, congrats, Avon, on your retirement. My three sons. My brother was 5'10" in fifth grade, always towered up. Okay. Thank you, Mary. Yeah, I thought I would bring a couple of these out so you could see a little bit more about Buzz. Now, this was my dog. This was one of my dogs that I had. Lived in an old trailer when I first got married. Coldest winter I spent indoors. Back then we didn't have air conditioning, right? So that was a problem. I remember a lot of hot nights where and I was in a bunk bed and I had the top bunk, so I was what 3 feet away from the tin roof, and boy, let me tell you, it got warm. How did you escape Monkey Island? It was tough. It was tough. I had to get swim through that little bit of water that they had. Any pics of the purple neighbors? No, no, I don't think so. But here was our wiffle ball. I took the picture. Try to get the glare off there. I took this picture, but that's what we did in the summer of 74, 75. We would just play wiffle ball. That's my brother pitching, a friend batting, but many of you probably did that too, right? Got the taped up wiffle ball bat. Yeah, I just thought I'd throw a couple of those pictures out. And I'll show you this one too. You see that they're fighting a fire, and you see that person with the hose kneeling down. That's my daughter. She's a firefighter, and she was putting out that fire earlier this summer. So that's all the pictures I have. No, I don't have the purple neighbor. I wish I did. I actually walked by there not too long ago. Of course, they've passed, and they have there's a different trailer there, and everything else is. They're making these trailers like they're all double wides now, and they're putting in these beautiful like 3 bedroom, 2 bath fireplaces. I mean, they're decked out now. It's kind of crazy. Child rearing back then, go outside, have fun, don't make the yeah, that's right. Early 70s were the best. Yeah, and the funny thing about my fire department daughter is that she went to Johnson and Wales in North Carolina, to the culinary school, and she took, I think it was 2 years, and got her degree from there in being a chef, and she used that in different locations. She was in Sarasota, Florida. She was in um, Charleston, and then she ended up coming back to Cleveland. It worked out better in Cleveland, and then of course she goes to be a firefighter. So go figure. Thank you, Buckeye Jim. I heard as a child in the 70s that the monkeys would roam the zoo at night in the zoo, would return to Monkey Island in the dawn. I don't know because they couldn't get across that water. I'm not sure if that's true or not. I never knew we were poor as kids. We made our own fun, fishing, bike rides. Well, and playing with neighbors. Yeah, well, we had to. We didn't have the internet. We didn't have cell phones. We didn't have, the computers. We didn't have the PlayStations or whatever they are now. We just didn't have any of that stuff. And but when Atari hit in the 80s, right? Uh, then all of a sudden we started going inside and started playing our Ataris, remember? Do your brothers live close by? No, one's in Arizona and one's in the Washington, West Coast Washington area. He was just here. We went to a funeral this past week. Great funeral. I mean, for a funeral, I hate to say it was great, but it was great. Small town. Just the my aunt who passed. She knew she was going to be. Her days were. She was not almost 91. She wrote out her own eulogy. She wrote out some songs that she wanted sung, and she wanted everything. She had it laid out perfect. And one of the things that was funny was she had Uh, One of the guys was saying that, when she would wake up in the morning, she would say, "Ah, darn it, I woke up again." So she had that kind of attitude about life and death, and it was really refreshing. And it was just such a great day. And it was just over the border in PA, and for a funeral, you hate going and stuff and all that, but it was just really nice. And I told the host, my cousin, I said, "Boy, this was just, I don't even know the word for it. It's just like, just super nice." Just everything went off without a hitch, and it was just so close. The family there and the people there were so nice. And that small town stuff is just really great, and that's where she lived. She lived in that same town since the 60s, I believe. When you grow up, wait, we were free range children in the inner city Cleveland. Huh? When you grow up without a lot of money, you're fortunate to have your family, and then you're fortunate to appreciate the money you've made. Yep, that's true too. My cab driver dad worked. We only received gifts for Christmas and birthdays, but we had enough. Hey, Rich, Daddy bought an Atari for me, but he played on it more. I don't blame him. I used to love I can't even remember the game, but it wasn't Asteroids, but it was something similar to Asteroids. Uh, it had like a Beatles theme to it. I don't remember, but man, I was on that more than they were. Hopefully, they can make a purple coffee cup. I'd buy two. That's nice of you. I grew up rich. I had all three Shogun warriors. The culinary degree probably helped her get the job. They knew they would get a great meal. But yeah, that's one of the things. Space Invaders at the bowling alley. Yep. I was playing Atari on the small thing at the bar in when John Lennon was killed. I remember, I think it was a Monday night, Howard Cosell, there was a football game on. We were in a bar in Berea, which is a town couple over, and I was playing the Asteroids game. And then the announcement came over that John Lennon had been shot. So, those things just stick with you, right? Where were you guys at when John Lennon was shot? Yeah, my aunt was Helen. She was really great. Lived in Arizona, loved it. Washington Coast is incredible too. Best salmon I ever had. No, I haven't visited my brother, Buckeye Jen. Haven't been out there. They're out they went out with their daughter. Um, he's a firefighter out there in that area. And so they moved from here, they moved out there. And then when my brother and his wife retired, they went out there and they're kind of staying in a family suite. What do you call it? In-law suite, helping out with their kid. Just doing that kind of stuff, and until he can get old enough, and then they might come back to Ohio, or they might go somewhere else. They might even get a. Last I talked to them, they might get an RV and just drive around for a while. Yeah, back to you, Vaughn. She, it was funny because when she went to her graduation ceremony down in City Hall, and in the city of Cleveland, it was so funny because the chief actually called her out and said she was a chef, and that's rare that they call you out about a specific thing. They didn't do that with anybody else that was graduating, but yeah, the jig was up. They kind of ratted her out that she was a chef. But she says there's a lot of guys at the firehouse. They don't mind cooking. They think they're actually pretty good at it. So she doesn't fight them, but she does cook her stuff once in a while. Yeah, Space Invaders, Scott. You don't know about Space Invaders? Man, I played Space Invaders for hours and hours. I think it's great to celebrate the person's life and share stories. Yeah, she was really great, and she was the church was right across the street from her, the church that she went to. And as they expanded, they got her to go on different committees. So she was lifelong into the church, and again, small town. And what was funny was, and I didn't even know this, all the years that we would visit them and stuff, I never knew this, but the um, the funeral home, which was near the church, just down the street, she was actually born in that house. Um, they had a monument company, and then they turned it into a funeral home, and the family still owns it. But she was born there, so she wanted to be her all of her stuff to be done in that house, um, which was a funeral home instead of the church, which had a lot more room. And the place was packed. I mean, just really packed. I mean, she knew everybody in the town, of course. Holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas are bittersweet, sad mourning those. Yeah, that's true. And more every year, there's less and less people, and yeah, it gets a little tougher. And I know it's hard for a lot of people. And if you guys, any of you feel down or whatever, email me. Give me a call on my Google number. Um, text me. If you guys ever feel down or you just want to talk or you know, shoot the breeze or whatever, let me know. You see me, these jaws are always flapping, right? Where'd I go? My mom told me that Howard Cosell told her Lennon died Tuesday morning. Oh, okay. Could be. What part of Washington state? I'm not really sure. Um, there's a town. Now, I don't even want to bring it up because you never know. But over that way. I retired, but I'm working as part-time professor at a local college, still paying for my daughter's college education. Yeah. Yep. I remember we were paying for her Johnson and Wales. It wasn't cheap. And then she becomes a firefighter. Go figure. Well, that's good for her. Round the house with Pat. I made pizza for my grandson the other day. Made it just like we had it as kids. Slice of bread, spaghetti sauce, and a slice of American cheese baked in 5 hours in the oven. Or 5 minutes. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's there's nothing wrong with that. I kept thinking about getting one of them pizza ovens, but I keep talking myself out of it. John Lennon, December 8th, 1980. I was single and dating my future husband. That's a long time ago, wasn't it? She has loans out and I pay the rest. She'll be in debt 35 grand. Well, hopefully she gets a job. 35 grand isn't much if she can get herself a decent job. And they're paying, a lot of these companies are paying pretty good. I had my yearly review at work yesterday. At least 3 times my boss said, I hope you're going to be here for several more years. I think she's figured out that I have the early retirement itch. Well, you keep winning $25 gift cards and you'll be retired before you know it. I think you will have a purple mug, Buzz. We'll talk. Thank you, Repairs Rules. Yeah, you guys want to check out his channel too. He's helping me, so let's help him. Round the house with Pat. Sounds like you heated up the sadness. That is the saddest thing I've ever heard. Where do I send me check? We went out for Thanksgiving last year because my mother died 2 days before. Oh, man, that's a rough one. Sorry about that. Trey, I am doing good. Look at all the people we have here. Look at my holiday tree. I'm living. I'm breathing. I'm doing great. Firefighters have great pensions. Yeah, I'm helping her with her. She's investing right. She's careful with her money, and hopefully she sticks around and doesn't jump and go do something else. So that's what I'm hoping. My daughter will make me proud. She'll do something that'll help others. It's Cynthia, perfect. That's perfect. That's how we had it as kids in the 70s. Everybody listen to me. Pat has the worst childhood ever. Please send a check to Buzz and help her out. Good memories for your grandchildren, Pat. Is the Buzz Shack winterized for the freezing Cleveland lives? No, but we're going to have to figure out something. Either we'll be doing them in the basement, we'll be doing them in the back room there, or we'll kind of suffer it out. I can see. I don't know if you can see it starting. It's starting already. Retirement is still the best. Sleeping in each morning, even when working 15 hours a week plus collecting pension, it's a good thing. It was really nice, I think. Handing out candy for Halloween this year. Dan T, nope, nope, nope. Nobody comes around here. 127 people, 129 right now. Around the house with Pat, your grandson. Remember the fun with his grandma. Mary, life is good, Buzz. Yep. And it's so good that we're going to do one more contest. And I have a number written down 1 to 100. Let's go. Any good lure secrets? I will tell you after this contest. Oh boy, here they come, fast and furious. Let me see if I can keep up with all this. Washington State is one of my favorite places ever. I've never been there. Yeah, somebody put something, all you gotta do is switch the number like this and you got it. But not yet. Nobody has it yet. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Oh, some people are close. Some people are close. Oh, she was close. Oh, I can get away with that because there's 3 she's. 1 to 100 for a $25 gift card. Mary, because it's gift card time. 1 to 100. Pick a number so you can win a $25 gift card for Amazon. And if you can't think of anybody to send to take your gift that you're going to buy with your Amazon card, Buzz is always here. And he has a P.O. box if you didn't know. So far, nothing. Hey, Kurt Squirt, you got the 35. I think. Yep. 35. Kurt the Squirt. 35. So we got Kurt the Squirt and Randy in Kentucky. 35. Where's my pen? What'd you do with it? Kurt the Squirt. You guys can double check me. What happened? Why is my screen dark? Kurt the Squirt. You stink at this game. Well, hey. Mary, I don't know. Maybe there's a delay in your maybe there's a bit of a delay in your cable service or something, or your internet service. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. The Lawson's Big O song. Roll on Big O. Get that juice down to loss. I don't know. You're gonna have to sing it for me. I don't remember. Oh, you think Brian got it? Okay, let me look. Let's see. Did I miss Brian? I told you guys I could miss these because they come so fast and I'm talking and I can't see that well and it's nighttime and I got all kinds of excuses. So let's see if I see a 35 somewhere else. I don't see. Where is it? I don't see another 35 on my board. Ah, Kurt the Squirt, you did take that 53 and turned it around. See, you were listening. I don't see it. I'm not saying it's not there, but I don't see it yet. If you could tell me whereabouts, maybe I got a 36 from 280 zone. I didn't see it, but I do have this set for replay, so we can double check. Oh, if there's a commercial, I apologize for that. I mean, yeah, you Brian said 37. Okay. No Christmas decorations for you, Vicky. Oh, you got to have something. Just get one of them little Charlie Brown trees. I have one of those that, just a little piece of wood block with the artificial tree and the one ornament hanging over. Just get one of those. Yeah, that's what I thought. FTM 22. Just Kurt the Squirt. Oh, Captain Billy, you got your hand out all the time. Jeez, man. You got to skip ahead after commercials to be live without delay. Otherwise, you fall just a bit behind. Yeah, I keep the commercials on because I usually get anywhere between $10 and $19, so that helps offset the cost um, of the gift cards. So if I had no commercials, I'd be paying for all of it. So I just hope you guys don't mind that we have a little bit of commercials in there. Now I smell a skunk. I better be careful out here. All right, Bill. Thank you. You could stop the commercials, Mary, by signing up for what is that? YouTube Premium or something. It's like $13 a month. I think you guys told me. Kurt the Squirt donated to charity. How about we do 3 next Saturday? How about we do that? That's really nice of you too. Katie Z, that is correct. I hope YouTube Premium. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about doing myself. Storage on the first floor, and I'm on the third. Well, just get yourself a small tree. Captain Billy, man, if you need a little bit of money, I'll help you out. Okay, I'll meet you at Menards. Meet me there about 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. If you don't see me, just wait. I'll end up being there eventually. Your family used to eat sorghum on pumpkin pie at Thanksgiving. Have you ever heard of that? It's good. Now I prefer whipped cream. No, Cindy, I have not heard of that. I could ask Mrs. Buzz and see if she's heard of it, but I never have. YouTube Premium is best money. YouTube Premium is the best money I've spent. Yeah, I was waiting for you can get a free month, but I was waiting for the 2 or 3. Yeah, that's what 280 Zone just asked. No, I, I heard about the 3 free months. And then when I went on there, it was only 1 free month. So I decided not to do it. And I watched so many videos too, but I just watched, I bypass them when I can. But and some of the channels I watched are not monetized yet, so they don't have the commercials. There's a lot of good channels that are just getting close to getting monetized. Yeah, Katie, he tells that to all the girls, right? Yeah, he's rich. Yeah, okay. I'd like to see his profile on one of those sites, right? Probably takes a picture of Sean Connery or something like that. $13 a month. Yeah, you're like me, Vicky. That's just a lot of money. Oh, I'm sorry, Bon. I sorry. Um, there's a lot of different ways. What I would suggest, Bon, is you go on YouTube and steelhead river fishing, steelhead trout river fishing. Put that into YouTube and see the different like guys are. I use a 1/6 ounce spinner in orange or pink. I've also little Cleos, small little Cleos work well. A MEP spinner works well. The rooster tails. People use jig and maggot. People use minnows. Now the thing is beads. They use a bead thing, which is whatever, but it's the new thing. Uh, so everybody fishes a little bit different. I just like casting out with a rooster tail or a MEP spinner in a small, because if you're fishing the river, you want something small if the water's down. If the water's up, a little bit, you go a little bit heavier. So you just carry a couple different things. Different colors too. I mean, like I said, pink. I like the pink rooster tails. But basically anything. Maybe I wouldn't do fluorescent, but I've heard people do well with those too. It just all depends if the fish are hungry or if they're mad or whatever and they want to strike, they're going to. But I think live bait definitely works best. You have the family plan for premium. Why don't you just give me the password so I can? Olympia National Forest, unbelievable. You can go on Google Earth and take a peek. Olympia National Forest. Okay. I can tell you my brother is out by the Cascade Mountains. So when he goes to the airport, I think he has to go over the mountains. Does that make sense? If he was on here, sometimes he's on here. If he's on here, I haven't seen him yet, but maybe he can explain. I fished Olympia National Forest, one of the most beautiful places I've seen. The city girls never fished or camped out. I will check out Olympia National Forest. I'll talk to my brother about it too. Sean Connery uses my picture. At least he used to when he was above ground. Okay, Captain Billy. I live on 500-acre well-stocked lake, but I never go fishing. Buckeye Jen, you're supposed to invite me. Come on. You got to invite me to places like that. You know, since Kurt the Squirt was kind enough, let's go again. One more time, and then we're out of here. One more time. 0 to 100. Let's go one more time. One more time. Norfolk and White River, huh? One more time. Let's do this. Hey, Plain Fun 42. That was quick. Plain Fun 42. Plain Fun 42. We got the winner. Plain Fun 42. That was a quick one, boy. That was quick. Congratulations. Plain Fun 42. I don't think I missed anybody on this one. Why does this keep going dark? It's not getting any darker in here. It's almost like I'm Plain Fun 42. Got the number 68. Oh, right. So that's good. I don't think I had anybody else because that was so quick. You put the whiteboard up and your camera adjust. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, geez. I appreciate you telling me that because that makes perfect sense because it did that little, probably that white balance or something. Perfect sense. See, that's what you guys are. You guys are so good. You teach me a lot of things. Maybe I should use some other type of a way to do that. You could put the whiteboard up and yeah, lucky guess. My sister-in-law has a place there too. Okay. So we did a couple of contests. Thank you, Kurt the Squirt, for letting Plain Fun 42 have the card this time. So I donated it to him or her. I don't remember now, to tell you the truth. Hey, Tractor Bob, how are you? So I am going to go ahead. It's already, an hour and 14 minutes. So we are going to end our live today and let you guys get back to doing what you're doing. And I appreciate you all stopping in. A lot of people, you got to let your pup out, huh? Yeah. A lot of people had some good comments. Hey, Steve Tobis, how are you? 280 zone, thank you. All right, Kurt the Squirt, we appreciate you. Dano, how are you? Dennis. Sorry about that. See you, Julie. See you, Don. Vicky. Vicky's one of my favorites. Buckeye Jen. Gracie. Yeah. Sorry about my quarterback. Yeah. Yeah, the whole team is just shot. They're shot. And they're going against the Ravens, who used to be the Browns, or whatever. So it's tough being a fan. It's tough being a fan. Thank you, Brian. We'll see you next week. Mary, take care. Slam it down hard. Thanks for coming. Everybody, thanks for coming. I really appreciate this. Appreciate on a Saturday night, you guys got other things you could be doing, but I appreciate you spending the time with this joker right here. So, um, now if we could just do something with Captain Billy, I might have to. You know what? I might have to bring him in here as a guest host, co-host. All right, Carl. Thank you. CJ Gordon. So it's time to say goodbye to all our online family. Is that all there is? If that's all there is, my friends. Remember that song? That was way back, I think. All right, Buckeye Jim. Tell us how to pronounce Cuyahoga. Cuyahoga. Don't ask me how to spell it. You spelled it right. Hey, Theo, thank you. And thank you, Theo. Thank you. Break out the booze. Yeah, you know it. And break out the booze and have a ball. If that's all.